Okay, this video is really funny because I don't consider myself an expert when it comes to Portland, Maine. But I've had tons of people ask me, like, what are my favorite things to do in Portland? Where should I go? Where are the secret places to go? Um, and like I said, I'm no expert. I don't even live in the city, but I do love Portland and I love to spend time there. And when I lived in a small town in northern Maine on a potato field, I never thought that I would be a city girl. And once I moved down to southern Maine, Portland stole my heart. So I wanted to give you my favorite places. You know, you might be from Portland, you might be like, well, these places suck, but you know what? It's an opinion. So if you disagree with my video, then that's fine. But I wanted to tell you, what I love about Portland. So if you're ever visiting or you live here and you haven't heard of these places, you can go check it out. So obviously I'm going to start with food for my first places. My favorite place to go ever is Holy Donut when it comes to food. Holy Donut is this donut place that uses local ingredients and the donuts are made of potatoes. Like, I used to live on a potato farm. Like, how could I not love these potatoes? So Holy Donut, there are two places in Portland, one place in Scarborough. The dark chocolate sea salt gluten-free one is my favorite, but they're all pretty good. Another one of my favorite places to eat, if you are willing to spend a little bit extra money, is Duck Fat. It is right, I don't know what street it's on, but it's pretty much in the Old Port. It is actually really well known from like Food Network, and some famous cooks have been there before and chefs. So what they're like really known for are their fries because they are made in duck fat, hence the name Duck Fat. They also have bomb sandwiches, really good salads. Their Brussels sprouts are so good. So check out Duck Fat. My next one that I like, if you're looking for like something that's local ingredients, kind of quick, Be Good is a really good place to like get in and get out. There's one in South Portland, one in Portland. And it's they're really known for like their burgers. You can also have turkey burger, veggie burger. They have really good power bowls and like green bowls. It's really local and healthy, and it's like my go-to if I'm want to get in and out. Best Mexican, and a lot of people are probably going to agree with me, but there's also gonna be a lot of people who are like, that's so basic. Taco Escobar is my favorite place to get Mexican food. Their margaritas are awesome. They always have like different flavors of margaritas, and you really can't go wrong with their tacos. Like, you have to try hard to mess up tacos. I mean, some people do it, but I don't know how. But very limited seating. So if you go and it's like a weekend night, be willing to wait, but it's worth the wait. And my favorite pizza, again, people are going to disagree with this, but my opinion is Portland Pie Company has the best pizza around. A little bit pricier than like Bill's Pizza or like like Slice Bar, like a random place where there is pizza. But Portland Pie has the best thick crust. They have beer battered crust, which is amazing. They have great nachos, and they have tons of beer selection. And there's Portland Pies all over Maine. There's like one in Brunswick, one in Scarborough, one in Waterville. There's one in downtown Portland. There's some in New Hampshire and Mass too, but it is so good. A lot of people might say Flatbreads is better, but it's like a different pizza. It's not like a traditional pizza because it's like flatbread and oven baked. But that's a good place too. But Portland Pie is my favorite. Okay, next section are breweries, duh, because I love craft beer. I am telling you my favorite breweries based on atmosphere, beer, and location, like AKA parking. So my top favorite ones is actually there's a couple that are like in the same area. Lone Pine, Good Fire, and Urban Farm Fermentary. Something. They're all in the same location. So Lone Pine and Good Fire are actually in the same building. There's parking on the streets, parking behind. I've never not gotten a parking spot there. If you go to Lone Pine and you like IPAs, I'm hoping that they have a double IPA available for you. It is called Diamond Unicorn. It's the best one ever. I'm obsessed. But they have some really good other beers too, but that's my favorite. And then Urban Farm is actually like ciders, kombucha, like that type of brewery. But it's a really good, like, to change it up if you've been having beer all day long but need something else, you can go to Urban Farm. Those are my top, like, area. And that is by Marginal Way, if you're ever in that area. My second favorite, like, cluster of breweries is Rising Tide and Austin Street. They're right next to each other, pretty close to actually Lone Pine and Good Fire as well. But great parking. I've never not gotten a parking spot. Atmosphere is so cool. The only thing that's sad is, like, there's no playing cards or, like, games, so I would bring your own cards if you want to play cards. Colin and I always bring a pack of cards no matter what brewery we go to, even if we know that there's games, because we love to play rummy while drinking beer. But Rising Tide and Austin Street, really cool. My next favorite is actually on Commercial Street, so right by the water, Liquid Riot. Not a lot of parking, and the food's okay, but the beer is pretty good. That's actually the first place that Colin and I went out together with our friend Al, like in the Old Port, and that's the first place we went to. Okay, this is not Portland, but I have to say this one. Maine Beer Company is my favorite brewery of all times. It's in Freeport, so if you're in Portland, you might as well go all the way to Freeport. I love lunch. That's my favorite beer. So that one I have to say. And if you're looking for a cheap route when it comes to breweries, Allagash, which is not even in the Old Port at all. It's kind of outside the city, but free beer. They give away free flights to everyone. So if you want some free stuff, go to Allagash. Okay, things to actually do. Like, not to eat or to drink, like things to actually do. First one I love doing is literally just parking on Commercial Street and just walking around to the little shops. There's clothing stores, there's memorabilia places, there's like a bunch of psychics, there's tons of different little shops that you could just walk into. Like, I love people watching and I love shopping, so I like doing both those together. Second thing I love doing is taking a ferry to Peaks and renting a golf cart. You only need to do this once in your whole entire life because the island's not really big, but I love taking the ferry to Peaks. It's like 17 minutes. It's literally leaves right off of Commercial Street, and I don't know, I just like riding around a golf cart, seeing the ocean. Pretty cool. The houses are really nice too on Peaks. Another thing I love doing is going to $3 Dewey's and getting free popcorn. Obviously, I'll buy a beer too, but they always have free popcorn. And it's like one of those bars that were around when our parents were around. So it's like really cool to go to. Speaking of a bar that's also really cool to go to, that were around with our parents, Bubba's, again, not in downtown Portland, but it is so worth going to their 80s night. I think it's on Fridays. So there is a cover charge, but if you dress up as an 80s theme, like character, you literally don't have to pay the cover charge. And the dance floor is awesome. So Bubba's is definitely another place you want to go to. If you are Colin Coppinger and you love Arsenal, you'll want to check out Dock 4, which is a bar right on 4th Street, hence Dock 4, the word 4. And they play Arsenal games and they open up early. And even if you like don't like soccer, their mimosas are $2.95 and it's like a big mimosa. So worth going to even for the mimosas. Another thing I like to do is go to Bug Light or Portland Headlight and literally just watch people fly kites. Like, I'm not really like a huge kite flyer, but it's just cool to see the different kites, watch the ocean, look at the, like the, what are they called? Lighthouses. Wow. But it's just like, if you're a people watcher and you want a chill afternoon, go to Bug Light or Portland Headlight. And then the coolest new place, where I guess not really new, but it's kind of newer, is called Thompson's Point. They have tons of events there throughout the whole year. Like in the winter, they do ice skating. In the summertime, they have this huge beer event. Oh my God, it's so much fun. And there's also a brewery and a winery right next to it. So check out Thompson's Point. Go to their website, check it out. And last thing that I love to do in Portland is I love going to speakeasies no matter what city I'm in. I feel so cool when I find a speakeasy. Like, I don't know, does anyone else feel that way? I do. So there's one speakeasy called Lincoln's. It is right by Pat's Pizza, and I'm not going to tell you how to get into it because that would ruin the surprise, but if you can find Lincoln's, it's pretty worth it. It's cash only, and all the drinks are $5, hence called Lincoln's, you know, like Abraham Lincoln on the $5 bill. There are other speakeasies in Portland, but that one is my favorite. And that's really all I have for Portland. Like I said, if you don't agree with some of the things that I've said, well, it's an opinion, and you might as well go check it out, right? So have fun in Portland. Let me know if you ever go to any of these spots because of my recommendation, and maybe I'll see you there. Bye.